David Aldridge. We've got the Detroit Pistons and the Orlando Magic. And it's the Pistons to start out. And now the opening lineup for Detroit. We've got Wallace. Thomas is out there with Dumars. Then there's Hill, and it's Lanier in at the 5.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
I'm curious to see which team is able to dictate the pace tonight as well as the style of play.
And here is Thomas following the 3 from Tracy McGrady. Dumars the pass to Hill. Over Hill, he hits the back iron and sinks the shot.
And because of his ability to attack the rim, Hill can use that mid-range jumper as a great second option. Keeps defenders honest when he's knocking that down.
And that one's good. McGrady.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
To the right side. Here's Thomas. And Detroit again with the bucket.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid. Range area.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you have to bring much faster help than that.
And that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. Let's take another look at the staunch defense during that mobile 1 block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Hill deciding where to go with it. Pass to Dumars. 5 on the clock. Lanier. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play all around.
They've come out with guns blazing. 4 for 5 from the field. They've got the D really.
And it's sent back by Wallace. There's the pass to Dumars. That's good. And it's Thomas picking up the assist.
We're finding the weakness in the defense. That's the court savvy of Thomas at work.
Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
Yeah, going hard to the rack, making a statement here early on.
Great look. High percentage shot. That's the efficiency you're looking to establish.
Orlando shooting their first free throw of the game. That free throw good from Hardaway.
And Hardaway's nickname came from his grandmother. She was calling him Pretty, but with that southern drawl, it sounded like Penny.
Here's Lanier. Now here's Hill, the fast break opportunity. Here's Hardaway, and then Hardaway with the dunk. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And so Thomas will bring it up for Detroit, trailing by 2. Passes it to Lanier. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
Just a smooth, clever playmaker. Isaiah keeping his teammates involved here.
Inside. Right side Hill. Wasted no time on that one.
Boy, he is looking confident. Love how they're using him so far.
Yeah, that's because he's getting his number called early. I mean, he's doing his part to help carry the offensive load.
Down low. And he takes the fantastic lead pass up strong for the slam.
Oh, the movement off the ball is good. I mean, and the pass to hit him in stride is even better.
Hill passes to O'Neal. Pulls it from 20. And he overshot that one, missing.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And it's Wallace with the jam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. The Magic trail by 6. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Nelson kicks to Lewis. The basket good off the assist from Nelson.
You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
And it's Detroit's ball. Phillips passes to Hill. And Hill throws it down.
Yeah, that quick first step that Hill has is just part of what makes him so special when he's driving the basketball. It's also his mindset. Now, no one's going to get in his way once he's on the move. And the rebound and the follow show you what he is all about. Gritty and determined with a soft touch to match.
Now here's Phillips. Pass to Hill. Here's Stackhouse. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Yeah, so far both teams have been outstanding at the offensive end, but we got a lot of game left to play.
Good ball movement here by the Magic. Lambeer with the steal. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
And the Pistons making a change here. Rodman's checked in. The Pistons shooting their first foul shot of the game.
And, you know, after that tremendous collegiate career, Stackhouse came into the NBA with a ton of buzz, and he has not disappointed. He's an offensive force to be reckoned with.
Now here's Lewis. Back to Nelson. Over Billups. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. So it's the Pistons now. 6-point game. Pass to Stackhouse. Back to Billups. With the tip.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
50 seconds left in the first quarter. Here's Grant, and the dunk by Grant.
And, you know, that level of physicality that Grant brings inside is awesome to watch. He does a great job with finishing with that power above the rim.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And the first one drops to Busher. He's checked in for Blake Griffin. And Chauncey Billups drops them both.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
The pass to Francis. Here's Skiles. He's guarded by Billups. Here's Francis. 6 to shoot. To the inside. Here's Scott. Rodman with the defensive effort.
It's not easy to keep him from converting those. I mean, the D has to be airtight.
Feeds to DeBusschere. Tries again, and it's good on the way in.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
And so is Detroit with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best productions in a... And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And guys, looking at what you've seen so far from the Pistons, what do you think?
They came in on a mission, razor-sharp offense in that first period.
Yeah, and now they got to find a way to keep it going, keep growing that lead.
Here are the 5 Detroit has to start the second quarter. We've got Richard Hamilton. Rodman is out there with DeBusschere. And there's Bill Lambeer. And it's Bing in at the 1. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Hamilton just constantly working his tail off, excels shooting it from mid-range, just always on the move, constantly working off screen.
Howard's checked in for Horace Grant. Here's Skiles. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Passes to DeBusschere. Right wing. Hamilton outside. Nice touch on the bank shot. Hamilton's got the lead up to 14 now for the Pistons.
And this is really what Hamilton does so well. A premier mid-range scorer who just finds ways to create space for that shot.
And Skiles gets it to go.
It was just a mystery what the defense was doing there. You never want to give him that much space outside the three-point line.
Outside, Rodman pulls up, high post. Scott pulls it in. Here's Lanier. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. That's on Dwight Howard.
And Lanier is one of the most graceful big men to ever play this game. From his post moves to his outside shot to his defending. Everything about Lanier is fluid. No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
It'll go, and the Detroit lead is cut down now to just 10 on the basket from Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Dumars the pass to Thomas. Shot, high post. Here's Lanier, and that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game, and that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
Here's Hill. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And the Pistons lead by 11.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
Tracy McGrady on the wing. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. McGrady's got 9 points in the quarter.
12 straight points off of 3-pointers, and the D looks shell-shocked.
Thomas against Hardaway. And Hill has it in the corner. Back to Thomas. Dumars against McGrady. That shot off the mark. And Orlando the other way now. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Joe Dumars. The Magic have gone 1 for 1, making their previous attempt at the line. The Magic making a switch here. Lewis is checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Here is Thomas. He has 5. Hardaway with the steal. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And just fluid off the dribble. Great length to finish, and Hardaway attacking now. With purpose.
Detroit leading by 4. Hardaway with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Goes up. Back to McGrady. Stolen by Dumars. Here's Hill. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
Anderson, he's checked in for the Magic. Nelson comes in for Hardaway. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Detroit. Phillips comes in for Isaiah Thomas. And so it's Hill with it. He brings it up for the Detroit Pistons. They've led by as many as 14 points.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Tracy McGrady on the wing. He feeds it to Lewis. That's good. Great play set up by T-Mac. Tracy McGrady. Lewis has got 5.
Yeah, and you got to respect the size McGrady has. Easily seen over the defense there to spot the open man.
Throws it up high, and it's Wallace slamming it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Grant, he's checked in for Dwight Howard. And a switcher also for Detroit. Jerry Stackhouse is checked in for Joe Dumars. McGrady outside. 1:27 left in the first half of basketball. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut down to 6, and the bucket from Nelson.
That's just the product of good pass work. I mean, nice team basketball right there.
We've got 1:18 left in the second quarter. Here's Hill. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today. Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Pass to Griffin. To the middle. That's good from Wallace on the assist by Griffin. Wallace has got 6 here in this quarter.
Amazing awareness. He's committed to keeping his eyes up and teammates involved. That's the type of player Griffin is.
2-for-1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
McGrady outside. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. That one's in there. The Detroit lead is cut to just 5 on the basket from Anderson.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those 3-point attempts.
Phillips passes to Hill. Fires for 3. They get it again. Here's Wallace. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Shard Lewis picks one up.
And Wallace. Just an unreal defender. An undersized center who blocks shots and pounds the glass like a madman.
And now Orlando on the break. Nelson with the ball. Count that one. Nelson's got 6 points.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. It's Detroit. They're up by 4. And we'll be back for the second half following the break. Keep it right here on 2K Sports.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, everyone. That was a combination of everybody and everyone. Everyone. Did you catch that?
I got it.
Yeah, Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. How about that first half, fellas? Detroit finds themselves ahead after 2 quarters. They are leading by 4. Kenny, how'd you see it?
They obviously came in wanting to push the action. And so far, so good. They're looking to get easy transition baskets because the other team is not getting back on defense.
Check. What'd you think about Orlando?
Well, they had a strong perimeter game. See, Ernie, when this team executes from long range, those weapons spread out the defense. Coming out of the second half.
And that'll...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game from Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
Oh, man, what a tremendous first half. Okay, obviously he's feeling the flow, and he's looking to keep it going.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Orlando, we've got Hardaway. Howard is out there with Shaquille O'Neal. Then it's Tracy McGrady.
遭受敌人攻击，遭受敌人攻击了，遭受敌人攻击了，遭受敌人攻击了，遭受敌人攻击了，遭受敌人攻击了，需要整理一下背包。体力不足了。体力不足了。体力不足了。体力不足了。体力不足了。
Hill in at the three spot.
You gotta love seeing McGrady when he's hot. An amazing score from any spot on the floor.
Thomas, no luck. Orlando leading. McGrady passes to Howard, and it's slammed in by Howard.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. And so it's Detroit with the ball. Outside Dumars. Will it go? Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Dumars got his second basket.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
McGrady outside. Back to Hardaway. Over Thomas. Hardaway, no good.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
And stolen by Howard. Here's McGrady. Nailed from three-point land. McGrady's got the lead up to 4 now for the Magic.
And those aren't the type of three-point opportunities that you can allow in the NBA.
And now the first timeout called here for Detroit. Nice game. Great performance by Tracy McGrady.
Look, they can't leave him alone for a second on the perimeter. Not the way he's shooting the three tonight.
Both teams will make substitutions. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Hill with it. And it's Howard picking him up. And here is Hill. 12 points for him. To the paint, Lanier. And it's sent back by Hill.
Might take them a little while to find their stride here in the second half. Only 1 for 4 so far. They just need to calm down, play their game.
Hardaway finds Hill. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And the word you got to use is explosive out there when talking about Grant Hill. He's one of those guys who doesn't wait for the game to come to him. He goes out and just makes things happen.
Dennis Rodman, he's checked in for Grant Hill. Dumars dishes to Rodman. Dumars the pass to Rodman. Back to Dumars. Thomas gets a wide open look. Trains the three-pointer. Thomas got 8 points.
Well, he's not going to get an easier look than that. You don't need to double team him, but you can't leave him all alone.
The Busher against Hill. Yes, that goes in.
Yeah, that quick first step that Hill has is just part of what makes him so special when he's driving the basketball. It's also his mindset. Now, no one's going to get in his way once he's on the move.
Hardaway against Thomas. Rodman up top. Back to Thomas. And it's sent back by O'Neal.
And the aggressiveness on display here from O'Neal. Terrific at turning shots away with that size and length.
The Magic shooting their 6th and 7th free throws in the game. Good on both.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Pistons trail by 7. Pass to Lanier. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Thomas got 3 assists now in this one.
I like that pick play. I mean, you can see how easily it makes it for him to get to the cup.
Here's Francis, covered by Dumars. Right side Hill. He dishes it to O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
O'Neal is a force of nature. Once he gets it that low, it is a foregone conclusion.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Grant Hill picks one up.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
And both free throws good for Thomas.
And without a doubt, one of the greatest small men we've ever seen. Zeke possesses the skill and determination to just take over a game at any point.
Here's Shaq. Makes it off the glass. Shaq's got 4 this quarter.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Now a timeout called by Detroit.
Adjustments are a part of the game, and the coach sees something he doesn't like here.
Yeah, I like the chess match that's going on here. Each team trying to find and exploit the favorable matchup on the floor.
Richard Hamilton's checked in for Detroit. Here's Bing. Guarded by Nelson. Griffin passes to Bing. Yep, it counts.
And how's that for a move? The killer crossover. That's a thing of beauty.
Orlando leading by 5. 1:33 left in the third. Here's Nelson. Rebound, Detroit. Here's Bing. fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
How about battling through the impact there and then wheeling that basketball in?
So it's Orlando now, and stolen by Hamilton. Pass break Detroit for the tie. Here's Griffin. He nails it, and we're tied up.
He's crazy mobile in the open floor. When Griffith runs with purpose, he's capable of capitalizing in transition.
Nelson, the pass to Scott. And there's the pass to O'Neal. Nelson from outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Nelson's got 9.
And that's the shot Nelson's always relied on, and it served him well. He works nonstop on the perimeter, finding the space he needs to get good looks from beyond.
Count it, and the Orlando lead has been cut to just 1 point on the basket from Bing.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
And there's the feed to O'Neal. And the dunk by O'Neal.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Bing, the pass to Lambeer. Over Shaq. And Detroit again with the bucket.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Here's Nelson. And oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And here's the fast break. Here's Bing. And he banks in the layup. Bing's got 9 points here in the second half. Neither side has relented a bit in this back-and-forth affair.
And you can sense the energy in the building already as this game is starting to build towards having a terrific finish.
And as we conclude the third quarter, what a game, neither team giving. And how about a look now at our assist to the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And how about the big fella here showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
This is where the NBA's headed. I mean, multi-dimensional big men. That was just a beautiful pass.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And Detroit looking at who they've got. Hill out there with Wallace. Then there's Chauncey Billups. And it's Lanier in at the pivot, manning the middle. McGrady outside. Three-pointer. Rebound by Wallace. Wallace has got 6 rebounds in the game. Billups. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
And if there's one thing Dave Bing excels at, it's finding the open man. His passes are precise, whether he's on the move or standing still.
And that one's good. McGrady.
What an exhibition he's putting on today. This is about as hot as you can get.
Down low. And there's the shot. Dunk to finish it off.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Yeah, it seems like whenever one team scores, the other comes right back with a bucket of its own.
Man, showing some terrific range. McGrady's got a couple of three-pointers now in the fourth for the Magic. Here's Hill. Oh, that one. That's a strong dunk.
That's how you go home.
Yeah, one of the great in-game dunkers we have. Grant Hill, he might not put on a show with his dunks, but it doesn't make him any less impressive. And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is why they go to him in these spots. I mean, they trust his judgment and ability to score down the stretch.
Here's Skiles. And again, it's Orlando with the three.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty touch.
And the basket by Hill.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. And the Pistons making a change here. Thomas is checked in. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on what the head coach for the Magic was saying to his team. He said, this is what we play for, fellas. Let's knock them on their heels right out of the timeout. Show them how much you want it. Go get it. He really is fired up about this game, Peter.
Outside Thomas. From deep. It's not going to go for him. And Orlando will come the other way. It's taken away by Wallace. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Teardrop shot. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. To the middle and stolen by Wallace. Thomas against McGrady. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And he's all over that shot. Has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
On the wing, Hardaway. It's Hill on the wing. Back to Hardaway. Over Thomas. Hill pulls it in. Pistons trailed by 3. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
How about that move? You'll see very few players able to pull off. Just sensational stuff.
On the wing, Tracy McGrady. Nifty move. Rips in the dunk off the timely pump fake.
And McGrady has an impressive vertical there, showing once again with how well he dunks the basketball.
Here's Bing. Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Tracy McGrady.
Yeah, and his performance has been a jaw dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
The Pistons making a change here. Dumars is checked in. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. And that one drops for him.
Great work right there on the inbounds play. Getting the bucket before the D has time to react.
McGrady outside. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Hardaway has got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. Pistons trailed by 4. Outside Dumars. Passes it to Hill. Puts up a 3. Field goal number 9. He's 9 of 12 with that basket.
And really, just when the fans were starting to get into this game, how about the silencer at the other end for a potential game-saving 3?
Shaq dishing to Howard. Good ball movement here by the Magic. Clock at 6. And he's good on the 3-ball. McGrady's got 44.
He wants the ball. They want him to have the ball. And as usual, he comes through in the clutch.
McGrady against Dumars. Kicks to Wallace. And it's Wallace slamming it down.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
And rightfully so. Also, how lackluster was the defense right there with the score this tight.
And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
And that tacks another big point onto the lead. Great N1 play showing us now a little bit of that killer instinct.
Here's Thomas. Rebounded by Howard. Here's Orlando now. Leading by 5. To the inside, O'Neal. It's hauled in by Lanier.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup.
Over to the left wing. There's Thomas at the 3. It counts. And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Shaq passes to Howard. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
An absolute powerhouse down there. Howard attacks with such ferocity. It makes defenders nervous.
He's off on the free throw, unable to get that second one to drop in. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. And they need to stop the clock, so there's a foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that gives them a 4-point cushion. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
And those free throws will mean a ton now. It makes it a 2-possession game.
Time called here. The Pistons decide to talk it over. They trail by 5. 19 seconds left to play in the final quarter. $19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Outside Dumars. Jacks up a 3. O'Neal with the rebound, and so they choose to intentionally foul. He drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game. Thomas against Hardaway. The 3 from Hill. Trifecta! And so the big win by Orlando. And a tight game. Probably a little closer than they would have liked it, but a win nonetheless.
Yeah, but I really got a sense that the fans gave them that emotional boost that was needed down the stretch. This crowd, man, they were electric.
And that about wraps it up. For David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, and Chris Webber, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA on 2K Sports. See you later.